You all get the glory, but you have to be good. Like you can't just say I'm just going to be a meteorologist. And you guys also get way more criticism than I think
definitely
a lot of folks get.
You're watching 48 Fastcast.
Good afternoon. I'm Margot Gray with your 48 Fastcast. This is our digital version of your fast news top headlines in under 10 minutes. So we start in Utah, where the suspect believed to be behind the assassination of Charlie Kirk is now in custody. Authorities believe 22-year-old Tyler Robinson was the culprit who fired a single shot at Kirk, killing him at an event on Utah Valley University's campus. So this sparked a manhunt for Robinson, who was ultimately the one who surrendered yesterday after he confessed his actions to a family member. This morning, FBI Director Kash Patel thanked local law enforcement for their efforts in tracking down Robinson.
The arrest is a testament to the dedication of good law enforcement being great, and partnerships in law enforcement, which I've tried to highlight as my tenure as the director of the FBI. There is no better relationship for law enforcement than the FBI to partner with state and local authorities, and you've seen it here in these last few days.
Robinson is now facing charges of aggravated murder, felony discharge of a firearm causing serious bodily injury, and obstruction of justice. Well, the Department of Homeland Security confirming an ICE officer shot and killed a man just outside of Chicago this afternoon. So the department says officers were trying to arrest a suspect who attempted to escape by driving a car straight at those ICE agents. One ICE agent was briefly dragged by that car. The department says the agent was able to shoot the suspect. Both the officer and the suspect were taken to the hospital, where the suspect died from his injuries. The agent's injuries are described as very serious.
Oh, rain-free today, rain-free all weekend, and it's going to get hotter, but temperatures are going to hover right around 90 all the way into next week. Let's quickly take a look at the radar. Not much else to show you out there. Again, we've got a blank radar screen, and temperatures are approaching 90 degrees. It is 90 out in the Shoals. Good look at Wilson Dam, Wilson Lake. Good lake weather, good pool weather this weekend. The humidity's low, so it's going to be a little chilly. Refreshing, we'll call it, getting out of the pool. 89 in Huntsville. It's 86 in Scottsboro. Here's your 3-day forecast. 90 degrees Saturday, 91 Sunday. We're going to go 92 now on Monday, so not looking as hot potentially, but overnight lows in the low 60s. So the evening's still comfortable. Got high school football this evening. It will be a little warm. They may need some of those heat timeouts.
Well, a Lauderdale County man is pleading guilty for his wife's murder. This morning, William Chapin admitted to shooting and killing his wife, Deborah, last year. Before her death, Deborah was a pre-K teacher at Underwood Elementary School. As part of the plea deal, Chapin was sentenced to 30 years in prison. Well, it's been almost a week since a police chase turned into a deadly wreck, and we are looking for answers as to how this could actually happen. The chase began in Priceville before ending in Hartselle. Police say they were pursuing Archie Hale before crashing right into a van, killing Tristan Hollis and injuring 3 other teenagers. Tonight, we are asking CALEA, that's the Commission on Accreditation for Law Enforcement Agencies, to learn more about why the chase did not stop once it hit a busy street. Tune in today at 4 as we hear from WAFF 48 reporter Callie Neese on what she learned about these police standards. Well, another week of high school football is about to kick off across the valley. We'll keep you in action tonight with more details after the break. So we are just hours away from week 3 of high school football, and we got you covered with all the action starting at 4. Our sports director Carl Prather and sports anchor Kaylee Tingelstad will be joining us from this week's tailgate. So today we are there at Bulldog Stadium as Priceville hosts West Morgan. Be sure to tune in throughout the evening as Carl and Kaylee preview tonight's big game, and don't forget to tune in at 10 for a recap of all the action on the gridiron throughout the Tennessee Valley.
Now, your first alert weather with Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis.
Beautiful Friday afternoon. We got one boater out here. Probably took off a little early today. The boating days are numbered, but it's going to be nice this weekend and probably next weekend. Some good boating and poolside weather. Temperatures right around 90 degrees. We don't expect to stray too far from where we are right now all the way into the early part of next week. We just don't have any significant rain in the forecast. In fact, no rain until maybe Thursday next week at the earliest. Patio forecast, it's going to be comfortable, but temperatures still warmer than they have been the last few nights. About 80 at 7, 76 at 8. So once we get past sunset about an hour, that's when the temperature starts to cool off a little bit more. That weak energy just off to our west today started off with some showers just to the south of I-22, but overall across the country we continue to see rain in South Florida, and of course the Intermountain West is dealing with that Pacific moisture coming in from the south, and then an upper level low over the Great Basin, and that's what's kind of bringing their weather, more showers out there. Here is our forecast hour by hour beginning tomorrow morning. We start off in the upper 50s and low 60s, so very comfortable out there. You're going to go maybe check out some garage sales in the area, get ready for some football by the afternoon. By noon, not much wind at all. Temperatures in the low to mid 80s, and then we rush back up to about 90 degrees for the high. Here's 4 o'clock, but again, notice the model guidance not as warm as it has been the last few days. As we get towards the evening hours, another really nice night to spend on the patio or just with family. Here's a look at your forecast for Sunday morning. No matter what you're doing out there, maybe getting ready for church in the morning, just the same as it has been the last few mornings. No big surprise. 10-day forecast, a stretch of 90s continues. Very dry, low humidity, overnight lows in the low 60s, and then we get a better chance of at least an isolated shower or storm by Thursday, and then again Friday of next week.
You just gave me a really good idea. A yard sale. Perfect weekend for it. All right, that'll do it for your Fastcast. AJ Weiss will be back here online in just a few minutes with Before the 4, and we'll also be online at 5:30 for this week's tailgate party tour from Priceville. So join us, WAFF 48 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 for all your top stories throughout the day. I hope you have a great Friday.